quick.
All right, we're back. Patterdale Talk Wednesdays. I'm here with Bradley and Brandon, and today we're gonna and those who check out the videos, I interviewed these guys before, basically on what they do, their dogs and stuff like that. And if they hunt for real. But yeah, today we're gonna recap the PTCA show in Michigan that was like a month and a half ago. And yeah, just catch the vibes from these guys and see what happened. Bradley, Brandon, you want to say anything?
Thanks for letting us get on here again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. We're bros now. It's all love. We get you guys on here, and then you guys, like I said, you guys hunt all the time, so it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys for getting back on here. You know what I mean? Because I know we're all busy in just regular life. So, but yeah, the event, what was the vibes? What was the
It was a lot of fun.
We'll get into the different. I mean, all right. So let me ask you this first. How many different and I wish I could have made it. How many different competitions was there?
You mean events?
Like there was a 2-day event or a 1-day event?
2-day events, and we had a hunt. It was Friday we had
Whose
a
phones?
band, and then Saturday we had the hunt.
Brandon, I think Brandon. Yeah, whatever your phone's up against, it's like causing. You hear that static, Bradley?
Bro,
Yeah.
It's good now. It's good now. It's
right.
whatever you had it up against when you're like in the kitchen.
Just have Christina
I'll
hold
just
it.
leave it like this for now.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, it was a 2-day. But there was different tournaments, competitions, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And they
We did a heavy hunt Saturday and had 4 events Friday.
Okay. What was the so let's start with the heavy hunt. What was the heavy hunt?
So it was how many guys did we have, Brandon?
I think it was like close to 20.
Yeah, it was like I think it was 18.
Maybe not that high, but that's thinking high.
Yeah, so we had a bunch of land. We have a bunch of land that we could hunt down in Indiana. So we took everybody down there and everybody had their own guide. Me, Brandon, Dan, and I think that was only 3 groups that we had. Right, Brandon? We only had 3 groups.
Yeah. No, we have 4 because that one dude took a group out.
Yeah, we had 4 groups.
So each group had about what? 4 or 5.
On average, yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5 handlers with like 4 or 5 dogs each, or just?
I'm trying to think. I should have wrote this down.
Nah, it's not. It's definitely not that.
It was only 4 or 5 handlers.
Yeah,
so in the groups there was helpers like diggers and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And were you guys
there was like 8 or 9 handlers.
Okay.
In the groups?
Split amongst the groups.
Yeah, okay. So we're all thinking the same. Yeah, we're just saying it a different way. So each group had about 2-3 handlers and then some helpers with them.
Yeah, I had a
count real quick. Yeah, that makes sense. That's how. So how long was that event? And what was like? What went down? What was caught? What?
So it was we started about 7 in the morning, I believe, and we went until noonish when it started getting too hot. Then it was too hot all day, so we didn't want to get overwork the dogs. So in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, you got that picture he can put up the end collection of what we got?
I don't.
Unless you don't want to put that up.
Calvin has that picture.
Okay. You want to put that up or no?
He might be saving that for the Black Mag.
Oh, okay.
That's maybe why he didn't post it yet. So We'll
Yeah.
wait. We'll wait to see those pics in the black mag. That's all good. That's all
So
good.
we ended up. My group ended up winning the heavy hunt, and we had 6 coon and a possum. I think it was.
And 2 groundhogs.
We didn't have 2 groundhogs.
Yeah, they got away.
No, we didn't have it. We had 1
I mean,
groundhog
if they got away, yeah,
out of the same
you didn't have
hole.
'em.
Out of the
Well,
same set, we had a groundhog try to flush, and then it went back down. We were trying to get these coon out at the same time and work with the groundhog all at the same time, and it didn't work out. The groundhog ended up back digging.
they had all of them in one set, correct?
Yeah, all of them except for the possum.
That's crazy.
And I know me, Gabe, and Calvin, we ended up getting a groundhog. That's what I was talking about, Brad. I wasn't talking about you guys.
No, yeah, no.
I thought you were talking about the overall.
So overall, there was 2 groundhogs. Would you say 5 coons and a possum?
6.
6 coons and a possum. That's a great day.
Well, Dan's
That's a
group
good
got
day.
1 coon. The other group didn't get anything.
That's how it
Well,
goes.
they had a possum, but the dog left it.
What you mean?
They found the one dog found a possum in the hole and killed it, and then left it.
Oh yeah. That's obviously you guys didn't dig it out, so
Yeah.
No, we won't say any names.
yeah. We don't gotta get into any names and all that. We're just here to we're here to talk about the event and the events that went down. 'Cause, you stop putting out names, people get crazy. You know how it goes.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
And here we on this live podcast, whatever you want to call it, we like to keep it nice and humble, nice and friendly. Patterdale family. It's us against the rodents,
Yes,
not us
sir.
against each other. You know what I mean? It's us
Yep.
against the rodents. So yeah, how long did you say it would? Do you guys still hear that static, or is that just me?
I
I
don't
hear
hear
it
nothing.
too.
Huh? You hear it too?
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe it's me.
It's
I
your
think
phone, but it's like only when you're like in certain spots or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
What about now?
nope.
Nah, whoa, not as much. So yeah, it's like when I don't know if you're close to like some type of technology or speaker or something. I don't know, but
Oh. I'll go to the back room, see if that works.
yeah. So how long you said you started at 7? How long did it take? Would you say it took to just to catch all that, to catch the 2 groundhogs, 6 coons, 1 possum?
Oh, we ended up not finding a good set until towards the end.
That was good
My
sometime.
group anyhow. It was like towards the end before we found a good set, and then we ended up calling it right after that. It was probably by 4 hours or something like that.
Okay.
But
I mean,
it
that's
was
good.
hot. It got hot fast.
That makes sense because you said you started at 7. So after about 4 hours, it's about to be 11. Well, it is 11 if it's 4 hours exactly. But then,
Yeah,
12.
it's a 40-minute
12.
drive down there. So
Yeah. Once it gets about 11:30 to like, I think what 12, basically like noon to like 3 is like the hottest part of the day. So yeah,
yep.
once it gets to like 11 o'clock, yeah, the sun definitely starts coming out.
Then we ended up having Patterdale puppies that same day, Saturday.
When you got home?
Yeah, when we got home, it was like an hour later. They came and said that the dog's having puppies,
Well,
and it's having a helper.
that's a great day then. You know what I mean? Went
Yep,
out, caught some game, hunting some groups, probably met
yeah,
some
some
new
cowboy
people, made
puppies.
some new friends.
Shut
Huh?
the fuck up.
What'd you say?
They were
There's some
giving me
cowboy
shit
puppies.
because I had the bitch at my house, and the
Yeah.
only male that was here was my Yog Terrier. He's 23 pounds.
Dude.
And so when the puppies came out, there was 2 red ones and a
No,
black
there was
one. And
2 black and tan ones until they
nah, they ain't
dried.
black and tan. They're red.
Until they dried, then they were red.
They started giving me shit that I crossed them, and I was like, no, ain't no way.
And
And
you was
later,
hoping they stayed tan, I'm sure.
nah, I knew it wasn't like that. We ended up getting a hold of Jamie and making sure that there was red in the background, and sure enough, there was. Their grandmother had red, so that's where the red was coming from. But
I
they
think that there
definitely,
might be red in like every dog Patterdale's background somewhere, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe not Nuddle and Cocker, but
Brad just wanted some
but just
black
not
ones,
black
I
and
think.
tan.
Shut the
yeah,
fuck up.
yeah.
Nah.
Jamie Parks in the comments. How's it going, Jamie? We're over here recapping the Michigan event. So yeah, we're just talking about that right now. But yeah, you said it took about so you found the but I mean that's good though. You took about 4 hours to find it, but once you found it, you was able to get, you know, um what would you say, 6 coons? So
Yeah,
you
6
know,
coon. Then there's also a groundhog in the same set.
yeah, that's great. And
Yeah,
like
we
I
knew there
told
was
you,
coon in the area because the corn was all knocked down. We knew they were somewhere around there.
I mean that's great, especially like I told you before, where I'm at, it would take you a whole summer to get all that just because all the animals are like, even if a lot of their holes that go in the rocks.
Yeah,
There's big boulders out here, a lot of man-made shit on the farms and stuff out here. So even if your dog knows where they're at, it's kind of like last time we went out, our dogs found something, but they kept going in so deep. Sooner or later, it was like, okay, they're about to be under boulders. You know what I mean? Like, who's
Yeah.
moving those? You know what I mean?
yep.
So we had to grab them and pull them out. Like it's just too much of a risk. But so yeah, that's a great day. You know what I mean? I would say that's a great day. You know what I
Me
mean?
me and so I went with the group with Calvin and Gabe, and
Hmm.
Calvin's fiance was with us, and so
Hmm.
everybody took turns digging. But the dogs were hitting on some sets, but they just weren't sure about it. But then by the time I told them we're gonna go to another property because if somebody's not getting on game, we basically told everybody get a hold of us. We'll send you somewhere else. So me, Gabe, and Calvin decided we're gonna go somewhere else. So we went down the road and dumped the dogs in this new spot. We started hunting, and the dogs were hitting a lot of sets. And they finally decided they wanted to go down the one. When I say hitting, I'm like they were locating, but they just weren't 100% sure. They'd go
So
down a little bit.
does that bring up the argument again that we've been having on this live, and Jamie's right here, the nose versus the bite?
Ooh, I guess that's a good point.
Does that bring it up again? Does that bring up the nose versus the bite um argument again?
I mean, I wouldn't say so, but I don't know. It was like early in the morning, so like the dogs weren't really. I wouldn't say that they were. They just weren't committing on anything really. I mean, they'd say they'd wag their tail a little bit and act like there might be something, and then they'd go
Mhm.
down a little bit, and then they'd come out and be like, "Nah, it ain't nothing," and then
It
we'd
was
move
it was
on.
extremely dry as well. There wasn't we didn't have rain for a little while before that weekend.
Well, I'm trying to think of her name. Calvin's one bitch that he had there. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of what her. She ended up finally going to ground, and
Mhm.
I'm trying to think how that went. So she went to ground, and we ended up getting that groundhog, and then we moved down. And as we free casted the dogs, and we got to a good spot. The dogs. What did he say? No, I don't. Jamie.
I knew I was gonna get him going.
But yeah, the dogs ended up hitting on another set, and it gets kind of funny because we end up breaking ground and getting to the groundhog, and I decided to pull the groundhog out, and as I did that, I can't remember exactly how it went down, but I either grabbed the dog or the groundhog, and because we were gonna, euthanize the groundhog or whatever, and as I lift the dog, the groundhog slips. I think it was the dog. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but the dog had a really good grip on it, but it slipped, and I went to put the dog down. I think I did pick the dog up because I keep going back to that. But anyway, the groundhog went in between Calvin's legs and took off, and it was just the funniest thing watching Calvin jump up and down trying to hit the groundhog but get out of the way at the same time. But it ended up getting the slip on us. We put the dogs on the track, but it definitely got away.
Hey. Yeah.
It was a good time.
It happened. It happened to me before. It happened. I'm pretty sure if you hunt enough, it happens. You know.
That's why we keep the lurkers around.
Yeah, we didn't have a
I got
lurker.
me a lurcher now. I don't know if you
Do
guys
you?
knew.
Do
Huh?
you really?
Yeah. Yeah. I went and got me one. Let me see. Oh no, I can't. Can't. She right
Get
over
you a
here.
female or a
Let me see if
male?
I can get you a little angle real quick. Female.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she right there.
Nice.
What'd
Yeah,
she go back to?
she's
Can't hear you.
fix this.
Yeah.
You hear me
There you are.
Yeah, there you are.
now? Oh. But yeah, she's 50% Greyhound, American Bulldog, Bull Terrier, and German Pointer.
There you go.
Nice.
That'll make a nice dog.
I actually got her from a lady I went well, a lady. It was like a younger lady, probably in like her 20s, and I guess she does it with like her father and stuff. But out of Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met her when last time. Not last time. Probably like a month and a half ago when I was out in New York. I went and met her real quick. It was only like an hour and a half from where I go in New York, so
There you go.
and
Nice.
picked her up. She's only about 4 months. She tall as shit though.
That's good.
She tall as shit. She like longer than my pit bull already, and like the same height as him and shit. And she's only like 4 months.
Gonna get
Yeah,
big.
yeah. But I mean, when I contacted, I told her like I wanted the biggest female with a little, that's showing them the most oomph. You know what I mean? So
Yep. The most grit.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like I wanted the biggest female, but if the biggest female's not showing nothing, then obviously I'll take the next one. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
Yeah, she'll work
but
out for sure.
yeah, yeah. I already been messing with her. Had to kill it. Caught a rat in the trap the other day. Had to kill it real quick and stuff. So I'm gonna get it there. You know how we do. But yeah. So that was the first day. So what
That would be the
competitions?
second day. The hunt was second day.
Okay, the hunt was the second day. So I got it backwards. The hunt was the second day. What the first day? What was the tournaments, competitions, or whatever you would like to call them? What one went down that day?
So we had a tunnel, tug-of-war, tug-of-war, a seeking,
You had a
and
what? What did you say before the tug of war? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
tunnel, go to
Okay, okay,
ground.
Go to ground.
tunnel. Yep, yep, yep.
And what else was there, Brandon?
It was the tunnel, go to ground, seeking. I think that was it, but we did do the high jump just for fun, the wall climb.
Did we?
Just for I think so. Maybe not.
No, we
Well,
were going to, never did.
oh.
It got dark on us.
I know there was 4 of them.
What the heck was the other one?
This is why Dan should be on.
Was it tracking, maybe?
The what?
Was it tracking?
Um,
Oh, no, it was confirmation.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Duh.
Dan and
So we basically had 3 events and confirmation.
Rob Bates and Dan did the confirmation, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how did those events go? Like how did they go? How was they? How was the excitement? How did you guys feel about them?
They went smooth, I would say. There was a lot of dogs that were just used to hunting and they came to the tunnel and they didn't really know what to do. But we just put them at the back of the line basically, and once they just got disqualified when it came to it, and then I think Brad, just make sure I'm saying this right, but after everybody got to run through at least once, the dogs that didn't get to work because they didn't want to go, we'd show them the quarry and then back them up to the entrance and basically just get them the experience so that the next time that they come across a trial that has a tunnel, that they'll be more eager to go. But it was fun. The tug of war
It
definitely
was a
got
blast.
people more involved.
The tug-of-war.
Yeah.
And how is that with I've seen tug-of-war with plenty of dogs, but I've never seen it with
I didn't like it,
Patterdale.
but it was interesting watching people get their dogs fired up, especially Dan. He knows how to get a dog fired up.
Yeah, Dan knows the shit. Why you didn't like it?
Yeah, it's just
Why
boring.
didn't you like
Dogs
it?
didn't want to pull on it.
Yeah, it's not.
It wasn't easy trying to get cause, I mean, they're not bred for it either.
Yeah, and that's not. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many people with these dogs do too much of like the. I mean, I would say like tugging work or spring pole work and shit like that.
It was real interesting watching the pit and the bowler or the bull terrier go up against each other because those two knew how to pull.
Yeah, those dogs do that. Yeah. Well, I mean, who won?
I think the pit did.
Yeah, I'm not
The
surprised.
the bowler just chewed on it, or at the end of it, he just got bored and started chewing on it and got drugged across the line.
Yeah, while the pit will do that shit for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, pit bulls are pit bulls, right? But yeah, I mean, I get it though. I mean, yeah, I get it. I wouldn't probably think a tug of war show with Patterdales would be too crazy. Unless they were, trained to do that since a pup or whatever, then you might have one that will go crazy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I've seen, you know what I mean? Like I've seen dogs like my cousin Keith's dog, Boom, he'll tug. But that's also because Keith been playing him with him that way since he was a pup, you know what I mean?
Yeah, our little Echo actually, or not Echo, Honey actually won.
Okay.
Little,
Yeah,
she's
we had 3 different classes.
at that time she was like I think
Oh, there was 3
9.
different classes just for the tugging?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, for the
So
I
they were
think she was
Patterdale.
like 9
obviously,
pounds.
yeah, that makes sense because obviously you're not gonna put the pit bull up against Patterdale
I mean,
Terriers.
we could. It just wouldn't go so well.
Yeah, the pit bull might pull him in and then grab him.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So they
Oh
they could
snap!
they could exactly hors
Shahib's
What
d'oeuvre.
on.
up, Shahib?
How's it going, Shahib?
Yes, sir. Cut up kettles in the building. Shit, I'm in the building, so cut up's always in the building. You know, I rock with cut up. Yeah, we here recapping the Michigan show. You know, that
We have
went
to get
down.
Shahib on here and do his show as well.
Oh, that's what's going down next week.
Oh,
That's why
nice.
I wanted to get you guys on here first because the event you guys attended to was first, and then we're definitely gonna get Biggs on here and whatchamacallit, recap the New York event that I was at, and that was very fun. So, but we'll get into that, next time. So there was the tunnel, the pulling. Then you had the what else you said? The scent,
The seeking.
seeking.
All
So
it
how was
is
it?
it's a raccoon in a 5-gallon bucket with a bunch of holes in it, and they had to literally locate it by winding it.
Okay.
There's no trail or anything. It's just they got to find a coon after or in the bucket.
Yeah,
We had it
they
in
gotta smell it out. They gotta
Yep.
use that. It's all nose work.
Yeah, I
And
was
I'll
shocked at little Jack Russell. He went up there and grabbed that sucker, grabbed that bucket, about opened it up, and just started yanking on it.
okay. So you had Jack Russells in this event there wasn't just it seems like in any event you had your different dogs too.
Oh yeah. We always have more. I mean, we'll put our Jack Russell, and he goes in almost any event that we throw. But we also have Jag Terriers that we'll put in the events.
Yeah, we basically try to welcome anybody. That way, it just broadens the spec. I mean, the trial is thrown mainly for the Patterdales. I mean, that's all we're really focusing on. But anybody that wants to come with any breed of dog, we can try to include them the best way that we can.
And
If
have
we
some
don't,
fun,
it
yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah. But the main focus is the Patterdales, and I agree.
Yep.
I agree. I agree because if I did an event, it the main focus would be the Patterdales. But yeah, if you come with something else, we'll try to figure something out for you and your dog to have a little fun.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Because at the end of the day, we all love Patterdales, but we all love other dogs too, or
Yep.
just love dogs. Period. You know what I mean? Like me, myself.
Yep, I
But
got one right next to me.
yeah. Why not? Why not?
She's out of my lurcher.
So, and what is he? He's obviously got
Heinz
some greyhound in
57.
him.
He's a Heinz 57.
Okay.
He's
And why
got
you call him
five.
that?
He's the best one I have. He's the one with 5 different breeds.
Okay. What's those breeds?
Uh,
I gotta ask.
Patterdale, Pit Bull, Yog Terrier, Staghound, and Whippet.
God damn.
He's got the leg, the grit, and the
You
nose,
got,
everything.
you got a lot of shit. Yeah. You got a
He's
lot of
got it
shit
all.
going on.
So yeah, we did the events Friday, and then Saturday we did the hunt in the morning until 1 o'clock. We said everyone was supposed to be back, and
Hmm.
I think everyone was back. And then we did the
Yeah,
raffle
no,
table.
we ended up waiting forever on a couple guys, but they went back to take a shower because they were local. They went back to shower and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Makes sense.
And then we did our raffle table.
You
That
did
was
a
cool.
raffle table. That's also cool. What was it?
Yeah,
What
we
was
had
the
Bellman
raffle
and
for?
Flint and some collars. And I can't remember
Leashes.
what all was on that raffle table, but leashes, collars, a Bellman and Flint whole system collar and
Oh, so
remote.
there was several winners.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
basically, we try to make so our raffle table is big enough at least everybody gets to win something.
You guys are real nice. You
Yeah.
guys are real nice.
We
Not
did
a
a
bad thing. I,
50-50
I I
pot.
like it all. Everyone come and have fun.
yep.
It's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Brad,
So
can you
you,
send? Oh, never mind.
well, yeah, he could. I mean, if he sends anything, I could,
I was just gonna say,
I could
send a
eventually
picture
put it
of
up.
Calvin or Gabe, whichever one was it that had that one female in the confirmation.
Well, if I leave, it's probably gonna end up popping off of here.
Well, don't worry
Oh
about it.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. We can have
We could always get him out there. We could always do this again. It's nothing.
Yep.
But
So the
go ahead.
next year we're gonna try to have where it might change up a little bit. We have an idea what we want to do. We might do like a hunt in the Saturday morning, maybe Saturday night, or I mean Friday night and Saturday morning, and then maybe do like the tunnel and some other events in the afternoon when things just kind of cool down.
And it's gonna be on a different date. We're gonna try to make it earlier in the year,
Yeah,
and
so it might be coming up soon, like next late spring.
probably late spring. Yeah.
We gotta get with Dan and figure out a date.
Hmm.
But we
Get
want to
it on
change
the
it so we can go to the New York one.
Yeah, we're gonna get on that. Um, I know Shahib's already on it. I'm gonna definitely be working with him a lot on the next one, so we're definitely gonna get on it and try to figure out a date where it's not, it's definitely not on the same weekend as another event, whether it's a Patterdale event or a YAG event, you know what I mean, a YAG event. So, but at the same time, we could all talk and figure that out together too, and make
Yeah,
sure, you know what I mean, and make
Yep.
right.
sure
We might
shit's in
have to
good
do that.
time.
That way we can space them out too to help people make sure they can come to each other's.
Because I'll definitely be at the next one in Michigan. So next summer I'm definitely gonna try to make them all. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah,
but
us
so
too.
we'll definitely keep in touch and I mean we keep in touch anyway. But we'll definitely
Hang
talk
on,
and
we lost you. Losing everybody.
huh?
You are. We're good.
You good?
We're losing you, bud.
Nope, lost you guys.
Um,
Everyone's getting lost.
It's all good. It's all good.
yeah, you're good now. I think. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I think if we do like a Friday evening hunt,
There you guys
and
go
a
again.
Saturday morning evening or Saturday hunt.
yeah. I mean, yeah. We just the main thing is really the just making sure the dates is right so we're not you know, on the same
Competing.
date, and then exactly, and then the distance, because you don't want to
Yeah,
have one. Yo, you don't want to have one. You know, a week. This one's the 7th, and then the next one's the 14th. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You
yep,
want to give people a little time. Sometimes, if their dogs went to work, you want to give their dogs a little time to heal. You know what I mean? I know
yeah,
Sin. Every time I bring Sin out, she needs some time to heal because she always goes to work. So
yeah,
I get it. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely make sure that everything's more, spread out so everyone can get to every event. So next summer should definitely be um bigger and funner. But
Yeah, next year I'm
back
gonna try to make it to all the Patterdale events I can.
yeah, same here, same here. Same here. I'm on the same wave, the same vibe for
they
sure.
got that Buckeye Blood family trial coming up too, don't they? Yeah,
Yeah, and I think I on and that's another thing to try to get them out there early as possible too. Because I what's that? This is September 20th, but
yeah,
I didn't
that
hear
weekend.
about it till like Tuesday, Monday. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it because I got things going on. But obviously, if I knew, you know, a month ago or you know, obviously be even longer, then I would have tried to
There
figure
you guys
something out.
are.
But
Brandon's
what
still
are you?
gone. There he is. I
Are
lost
you
you
going in
guys.
and out?
I've been
Yeah.
Yeah,
hearing
big time.
Woods the whole time.
We've been fine, but your screen's still showing, so I didn't know if you was just chilling and
You better
listening, but
better quit flexing over there.
oh nah, that's him. Yeah, like right now.
No,
Yeah,
it
he's
was
freezing up a
it
little.
like I lost you guys. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh yeah, yours was going in and out, but you're back, so you're good. But no, we were just talking about that next summer and the events going down next summer and them being,
We
bigger
were
and funner.
supposed to go to the Buckeye Blood one the 20th of September this September, but I can't go because my wife's gonna she's got our kid due the week after, so I ain't trying to push it.
Yeah. You don't wanna
Yeah, then
you don't want
I just started a new job, so it's kind of they won't let me have that day off. That
yeah.
Friday off.
Yeah. I get it.
Shahib says we come. Is he talking about the Buckeye Blood?
No, he's talking about next summer the events.
Oh, okay,
Next
okay.
summer the actually I don't know if he's going to that. I'm not sure. He might be talking about that, but I know he's probably talking about the Michigan event next year and all that too. You know what I mean?
Oh, yep.
Because he always got dogs on deck ready to work.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, yeah. So he's going to that event too.
Yeah, I wish we could make it down to that one. I know Tiffany and Brian are trying to make it happen. We told them even Even if they get together and just hunt, make it happen.
I don't know. I might just jump in the truck and head that way. Friday night, we'll see.
Yeah, why not? If you can make it, shit, definitely make it. If I can make it, I'm gonna be there. But right now, it doesn't seem that way. But yeah, if I could, I
Yeah,
definitely would.
Just thinking
I
I
should
should
definitely
anyways,
would.
but
So we had the what was the last thing we talked about? The tugging,
lost
the pulling.
he's breaking up again.
you guys.
I'm breaking up or he's breaking up.
He's breaking up. You're good.
Yeah, yeah,
He's probably got to go into the living room because I know where he's at, and he's a ways away from the Wi-Fi. And they got bad service in any
yeah.
room but the living
Come
room.
on.
There he
He
is.
was telling me that earlier. I might have to go to the living room. But so we last thing we was talking about was the tugging event, right?
Yeah,
Pulling, tugging, and then they had the confirmation.
yeah.
How was that?
Confirmation went pretty smooth. I think. I think Rob Bates and Dan did a really good job.
So, and how many in the confirmation was? Did you guys do the same thing? Did you do the Patterdales and then other dogs? Was
No,
the
no,
confirmation just Patterdales or?
just
Heck yeah,
Patterdales.
Jamie. That Wookie's gonna be at every Patterdale trial.
No, the confirmation just covered the Patterdales. We didn't throw any other breed in. It's just not. It's not fair. I think it's about the Patterdales, so we rolled out with the Patterdales being just for the confirmation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's right putting another dog in with a Patterdale, especially show dogs.
Yeah, of course not. They look great. That's their show dogs. And out of besides the first event, which is the basically like the live hunting, and I know that was probably you guys' favorite event.
Oh
But
yeah.
on the
Like
second day,
always.
out of those events, out of those competitions, what would you say was your favorite out of the tunnel, the pulling, confirmation?
I like the tug of war, but I feel like if we do it, it's got to be like just the Patterdales, three classes, 10 pounds and under, 10 and 15, 20 and up. And then we need to like maybe change it up a little bit to like some other breed class, like kind of like what we did with the pit bull and the bull terrier, but like just keep the Patterdales separate, from the others.
Okay.
Brad, you good?
Yeah. Shaheeb said, "I'm sorry, but what the hell is the third camera?" And like he is going bald.
No, it's a floor, bro.
I think
My camera
once
sucks.
you guys know, uh,
I don't know. We can't hear
I
you.
can't. We
Type
can't hear you,
yeah,
dude.
type in the comments real quick what you're saying. Or Brandon was saying maybe go to the kitchen. Wait, or go next to wherever your Wi-Fi thing is at
Shit, he cracked me up.
for the third channel.
Oh my gosh, are they funny as
Jamie's a
hell?
funny guy. Yeah, Jamie's a funny guy. Little my bad. Yeah, nah, you good, bro. I feel you though. It does look like I don't know. It does look like it's his couch or something though.
Does that help? No, that's the floor.
Nah, yeah. Oh, okay. Nah, you good. He just probably figured he probably don't know why you do. You know what I mean? That your camera's messed up, so he probably figured like, okay, where's the person's face? But
Yeah, it's all good.
yeah, yeah,
I
it's
need
all
to
good.
fix
It's
my
all love.
freaking. I got a new phone, but
Yeah, I get right. That's how it goes sometimes. It's all good. It's all good.
yeah, I think Brad's probably gonna end up trying to get back on.
Yeah, he'll try to get contact. I mean, get better connection. Yeah, there he goes right there. Let me see what he's doing. Y'all too I'm proud of to come into things going hard. Yeah. If you're talking about Bradley and Brandon, yeah, they definitely go hard on the hunting shit. For sure.
We actually, so we were out digging before the trials,
Mm-hmm.
and we dug a 7-foot hole to Wahoo, one of our Patterdales, and Jamie, you're something else.
This dude's crazy. There
But
he goes. Bradley, you're
There I
back.
am.
welcome.
Yeah,
No, he's
it
still
shut off
breaking.
completely.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we dug a 7-foot
I think
hole,
there's
and
too many people on our Wi-Fi.
I had taken the dig collar off the Wahoo and put it on the truck cap, which we've got our terrier box the way we built it. It's got a roof, so I set it up there, and I told Brad, remind me, that it's up there so we don't forget it and it breaks or something. And sure enough, we had forgotten it, and it fell off on the road, and somebody ran it over. So we've actually been out of commission for a while, and then when we had our other trial, I ended up winning the digging system on that raffle table. So we're gonna be back at it here
You're
soon.
back. You're back at it, yeah. That's cool. I mean, perfect
Yeah,
timing, right?
yeah, it
It
really
would be
is.
good to still have your other one and win that other one, so you would have more. But at least you got a new one.
Yeah,
At least you got a new one. And I mean, it sounds like that whole weekend was full of fun. You guys had people come from all over, right?
We had some people from New York, Georgia, obviously. So a lot of local people.
Okay, that's good.
there we met some people that were in Michigan that we actually didn't know.
Yeah,
John Farrell showed up.
we knew of him. We just didn't know
Yeah, yeah, I
where he
know of
lived
them.
or knew him.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what's great about these events because you always, you meet other Patterdale lovers, other PTCA members, other breeders, other hunters, etc. You make new friends, and
Yep,
and that's what's great about
that's what
these
the events
events.
are all about.
That's what and that's what we're trying to do, like forget all the arguing, forget all the fighting. We're all Patterdale lovers. Let's just all have fun together as the Patterdale, one big Patterdale family, and have fun with this. You know what I mean? That's
Yep,
at least for me. That's what I'm here to do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's always gonna be competitions and friend, even if the friendly competitions and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if there's one thing we might not all agree on everything in life, but if there's one thing we know we
their fun
relate
is
was that we all love the Patterdale Terriers. So
yep.
you know what I mean. So that's the way I look at it, and that's what's great about these events because they bring everyone together. That's what's great about this live, and it brings everyone together. And over the summer, the last couple weeks, months, it got a little slower because everyone's busy, everyone's out hunting, everyone's doing their family thing. But we're gonna keep this going every Wednesday, and we're gonna,
Yeah,
keep the vibes going. Make sure
I
we
th- I
we
think
keep
Brad
talking
froze
about these
again.
Paladales. Yeah, he definitely froze again. He definitely froze again, but it is what it is. He's not somewhere with the back connection. But that's what happens when you live out in because he lives out in the country where in your state, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm on the edge of town, so I ain't got a problem with that.
yeah.
I can't wait to get out of here though.
Did you guys? Oh yeah, you're trying to move. You're trying to
Yeah,
move or just move out of town
no,
or
definitely
move
move.
out of state.
Same area, just out in the country.
Okay, yeah,
The
I get it.
game here is there's an abundance of it, so there's no problem with us being able to find game to dig with the dogs.
Yeah, yeah. You always. Whenever I talk to you guys, and you guys tell me about your hunts, I could tell there's abundance of it. But then you guys always tell me there's abundance of it too. So, yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
move neither. I might move around in that area, but I wouldn't
Right,
move
right.
neither. Yeah. So, did you guys weigh any of the game?
Uh, I can't remember if we did. I think we no.
That's
I know
cool.
we weighed the
And if you
dogs.
did, what would you say? And if you didn't, just off your estimate off hunting and weighing game
Um,
before, what would you say was the what would you say was the heaviest? What would you say was the smallest as
so the
far as weight?
smallest was probably like a 5 to 7 pound groundhog, and the
Hmm.
biggest was probably 15 to 17 pound sow coon.
Okay,
Cause I know Brad's group, they went busted the ground and they got to a sow with maybe a couple kids.
that's cool.
Yep.
Was there any puppies out there with you guys?
Yeah. So I don't know. You probably met Natalie Royal Blue at New York.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember I told her to contact you guys because she needed help with the camping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah.
we've been in touch with her. She's actually been helping me with my pit bull, but
Mm-hmm.
she had her
All good
little
stuff.
Oh,
what's the
there I
name?
am.
Yeah,
You're
there you
back.
are.
You're
I had
back,
no
Jack.
service. I had to move.
Hey, that's
Hang
how
on,
it goes
buttoning up my
sometimes.
pants.
Sometimes you gotta move around.
Khaleesi, I believe is her puppy's name. She was here. She was
Yep.
really young.
Yep.
I know Calvin and Gabe had a young dog there. I don't really know how young. Um, and then we had our 1 year old female, Honey. She's off Oahu, and I forget the mom. I get them so mixed up. But anyway, Brad, how many
What?
young were there any young female Patterdales or male Patterdales that were in your group, like puppies?
No, they're all adults.
Okay.
The only young dog. Well, I had Honey,
Yeah, I just said that. Do you remember
but
the
it was
mom off
it
of
was
her?
Coco and Honey were the youngest too.
Well, Khaleesi was younger than them. Natalie's dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing Khaleesi was the youngest one that was there. Oh yeah, Shahib, she's right here, chilling on the couch. Luna, watch him. Luna, watch him. Yes, I can't wait to breed Sam to her. They're gonna be big.
Damn. Yo, that girl looks nice. Shit.
I like
I
She got
teasing
don't
the
her.
know. She's
black
not
face.
pretty enough.
Shut the fuck up, Brad.
Yeah, hey, the bros always gotta talk shit. Damn, she looks nice.
Luna, come sit.
Oh,
Wait.
the black muzzle she got the
Free.
black muzzle. Is
Sit.
it my camera or she got the black muzzle with the
Stay.
black legs
She
and the
got like
black
she's
tail
Brad. What did you say her color was? It's like a sable fawn or
Sit.
something. Yeah, so her face is black, her ears are black, and then she's got
I
like black
forget
that
what her
fades in.
color was.
all
Stay.
her tips are black.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yup.
like her
She
tail's
looks
black,
better
her
though.
feet black, her nose is black, her ears are black, but then her body's
Let's get one
brown,
picture here.
golden. Yeah, she is popping 7. She is sexy. Yeah, that dog looks nice. Yeah, she looks good.
My brother always hates her.
I don't like that dog.
Shit, she's a Malinois. She probably don't like you.
I hate
This one does.
her sister that Brad's got right there.
Stay.
Oh yeah, damn.
Furious.
Yeah, I mean y'all got what? Y'all got all together between both of y'all. What you got? 30 dogs or something? We went over this
I
before.
think we're down to like 25.
No,
Oh
we
yeah,
had puppies, so we got.
Yeah, we
I
went
don't know.
back up.
The one
he
puppy's a
he said,
call. I mean, it's
But
not
what?
even old enough to know, but it's definitely a call.
yeah,
It's
Biggs.
got pocket.
Dogman
Its back
TV
legs
has a show.
walking weird.
Yeah, we
They
bred.
both look nice.
Yep, we bred a Wahoo back to. We're getting way off track here. Anyway,
Hey, it's
yeah.
all good. We could talk about it real quick. Go ahead, talk.
I was just gonna say we bred Wahoo, which would be dad to daughter, which would be Honey, and then these pups we're gonna outcross to something. We're trying to
Say
figure
hi,
out what we
Mom.
want to do in the future, but you're something else. Anyway, breed the pups out of something that's not related at all, and get something that's good. Get something good going.
So you're planning on breeding her to Sam?
Yeah, my Mal. Oh yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
make it happen.
yeah. Sam, that's my nephew. I love Sam. That Sam tears shit up, boy.
Yeah, I like his color. I like the way he moves.
I'd rather breed
I've
Hunter
never
to Sam.
gay.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. That if one of them was a female, that'd be a really good cross. But
Sam and her, those gonna be some nice dogs for sure. Whoever gets the pups gotta be ready for that type of energy. Shit.
yeah,
Because I think Sam got Collie and Pitbull in him.
Well, if I
oh
know
for
Shahid,
real.
he ain't gonna let those pups just go to just anybody.
So I mean, Biggs is in there, so Biggs could let us know what Sam got in him. But if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm thinking of someone else's lurcher, I think he's Greyhound, Pitbull, and Collie.
He ain't got no stag in there.
I don't know. Shahib could let us know for sure.
Yeah, but as soon as
Because
we
I could
can.
be mistaken. I've been talking to several people lately with lurchers and shit, so I could be mistaken for someone else's dog.
Yeah. As soon as we can, we'll get the flyer out for our trial. We'll get with y'all and figure that out. What you guys are gonna do, and
Yeah,
then
hell yeah. We're already working on our flyers and shit. So
yeah,
we're already getting to work.
yeah,
But yeah, not she, Sam. He is Pitbull, Collie, and Greyhound. He just put it in the comments. And I know we're a little off track for the Patterdale people out here, but we some these dogs that we're talking about, they're our Patterdale's backup.
No,
that's
that
right.
period.
They come out
Go
with
to
the
church
Patterdales just in case,
for
a
sure.
coyote or a nice sized fox might come out of somewhere. So it's all love for the dogs. So we do talk about other dogs and get a little bit off track, but that's what happens when you love dogs, and that's what happens when you're talking about all hunting dogs. So
Yeah,
it's all love. It's all love. But yeah, we could get back more on track of the event. But you said the as far as the weight, if you want to repeat that real quick one time
yeah.
for me, please.
So that's it. And Brad,
Get in your crate.
I ain't got a crate. But anyway,
Can't hear you, Brandon.
what do you mean you
Yeah,
can't
you're a little low.
What? Can you hear me now?
There you are.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, I had my finger by the microphone. Anyway, the
Dumbass.
groundhog. There was one small groundhog, probably 5 to 6 pounds, and then the biggest coon that we had was 15 to 17
Now,
pounds, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Brad, you agree with that?
I didn't hear you.
Oh fuck! All right. I said the smallest animal was probably one of the groundhogs that we got, which was 5 to 6 pounds, and the biggest quarry that we got was a coon that was 15 to 17 pounds.
Wrong. The young coon were 5 pounds.
Okay, so they would have been the same size as the groundhogs.
No, they would have been a pound smaller.
Really? Jeez,
Yeah.
y'all are
So
bad.
the biggest coon was about 16 pounds.
Dan got the biggest coon. Dan's group did.
Yeah.
That's
He
funny.
had some pretty hard digs in his area.
Let me ask you guys this, because I know you guys, and if I'm not mistaken, there was one year you guys caught 360 coons, right?
Yeah.
Little over.
Yeah, what was it 363, 365
Something like
or something?
that.
Something like that. You guys were telling me. And for anyone who wants to know, we were back and spoke about this for a
Oh,
minute.
that was
But,
not digging.
No, we were not.
no, I'm
digging.
not even asking about the digging. This questions is more about so when it comes to the coon, there's people that I've spoken to that said there's coons that they caught that might have been like boar coons, but then or their dog, caught them. But then there's coons that were smaller, and they said some of the smaller coons, like mid-sized coons, maybe like 14 pounds,
Way meaner.
have given a bigger fight.
Yep.
You agree with that?
Yep. 100%.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
It
and
seems like
here's
the bigger
another
they
thing to
are,
think
the harder
about.
or the easier it is for the dogs to kill them.
The bigger they are, the easier it is as far as the coons.
Yes. Yep. That's
So
what it
you're
seems
saying
like.
the most aggressive coons be like the 14 pounders?
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure, all day.
For sure. That damn. And you guys would know, like 360 coons in 1 year is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to hit that number again this year, but I don't see that happening. We're going to do a lot more digging this year and not as much killing.
Yeah. Huh?
We're going to do it for the
So,
dogs this year. That year we were going for numbers.
Yeah. So
the thing about the 363 or 365, whatever it was right around
okay.
there. That was all with tree dogs. That was with one of my tree dogs that I had, and so the dog treed, and then we euthanized the coon out of the tree.
Okay.
So if that helps people kind of understand how we got that many, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, there's no way they got that many." Well, with a tree dog, we weren't digging them.
Yeah. And
But
and when it comes to the tree shit, you could find, and I know this for a fact because I seen it. You could find one tree with 3, 4, 5 coons.
Yep.
yep,
I mean,
yep.
we've already been going around, driving around and seeing them in trees, and there's like 6, 7 of them up in the tree.
Yeah, I
You just
believe it.
climb the
I
tree and
believe
start
it.
kicking them out to the dogs.
That that will work. That'll work.
That's a
So
lot of fun.
and I wasn't as far as this question. It was more about. I mean, I mean, the even coons that you're getting out the tree. This question was more about, do you agree? As far as the
Yeah.
size, as far as like the medium sized ones. There's the
I
smaller ones, that are easier, and then like you're saying, the 14-pound ones. Those ones tend to put it in work as far as the fights.
Yep.
I'd say 15 to 17 pounds. You're gonna have a more of a monster coon, and me and Brad have gotten into. A lot of people don't. There's a lot of people that like him. There's a lot of people that don't like him. Obviously, everybody's got those people. But Joseph Carter, the Mink Man out in Utah, we've me, Brad, and him have gotten into not
Oh, that was
arguments, but like we've discussed about it. That you've got monster coon, and then you've got fat big coon. So a
monster coon is just a mean coon.
yeah, one that's gonna actually fight and hold its ground for a while versus a fat coon that
Didn't
is
that
just
coon
lazy.
though? Didn't that coon actually make it to like 24 pounds, or was it 20?
I think it was like 21.
Yeah, I think it was like somewhere around 20.
So that's why I say like, well, that makes it even a higher number. But like a coon that's 15 to 17 pounds, I think you get a lot more fight out of those than anything.
Yeah, and
I
that's
could
what
I could be wrong. That's just my opinion.
and I've obviously I've seen dogs on coons, and my dog been on a coon, but not enough to where I could like really determine that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
but it was when I was talking to some other people, they were saying that when they've been hunting coons with their Patterdales or with other dogs in general, the 14, like you were saying, the 14 to 15, 16 pounders give up a more fight
I've watched a
than the
12
fat
pound
ones.
coon. I've watched a 12-pound coon whoop a dog's ass already.
Yeah.
How
And
big
you
was the
and
dog, Brad?
Patterdale.
Yeah, how many pounds?
I'm not even sure. It was sweet. She would have been 14 pounds, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that coon made
That coon's
her
not
bay.
bullshit.
She normally don't bay a whole lot above ground, and that coon made her bay. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Shit.
But we actually had one out here that we were working the Jack Russell or something. We were doing something, and the Jack Russell ended up baying.
Yeah, Shahib, I believe that being in the orchards. Y'all probably got coon up there like crazy.
Yeah, they do.
I bet you guys coon are fat too. Eating all that fruit.
Fruit, corn, fucking
Oh,
beans.
you guys do have corn and beans out there?
Yeah, it's New York,
Yeah.
Brandon. Come on.
I didn't.
They got
I
apples,
thought it was all
plums,
warehouses
peaches,
and orchards.
cherries, corn, beans.
They got it all.
Yeah, that shit's all out there.
Yeah, we might have to, but the problem if we'd be there for a year, we'd end up coming back fat. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
but it's all out there for sure. But that's yeah. So that was like that was a I was with a couple guys and that was like a big. It was like no, you got your guys. They're like no, a big huge coon. I'm like and I'm telling them like no, from what I've heard, the medium sized ones, those are the ones that put in the big fights. So
Yep.
and you guys confirmed it. And Biggs had told me that before.
Yep.
Some of the teenage looking ones or whatever you want to call it, they would be really ready to scrap compared to some other ones. So as far as the event, the one next year, what is there any tournaments that or competitions that you think you're gonna add? Is there anything you think you're gonna take away?
I'd like to add the water race. That's a lot of fun.
What is it?
Water race.
What's
They have a
that? Dogs
coon.
swimming?
Yeah, coon you have the start box where you start the dogs in, and then you have a coon on a cable that goes across the pond, and then we pull that across the pond and dogs chase after it.
Swim after it.
What
Yeah,
it
swim
does
after it.
for the dogs is it lets everybody see what kind of terrain your dogs is gonna go through.
Unplug your mic.
Oh, I had my finger there again. Anyway, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You locked in.
All right. It just shows kind of what your dog can go through as far as terrain. A lot of people get it misconcepted with the fact, oh, they can see the coon and it's not really anything to do with digging. But if you think about it, everybody, I mean, I know there's guys out there that just put their dog in the hole and say, go get it, But like we free cast our dogs, so we want to see what kind of terrain they can go through, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me. And at the end of the day, it's a good workout for the dog, so why not?
Yep, that's right.
You know what I mean? If you just look at it that way, it's
Just
a
a
good workout for the
lot of
dog.
fun.
But it also shows your dog's drive. If you got a dog that will see water and pause, obviously that dog's drive is not as high as there's some dogs that are so fucking stupid they'll run through fire.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
dogs
no,
that
you're
their
right.
drive is so crazy they'll run through fire to get through to another dog or to a person or to game. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
that's true. Very
So
true.
so I get what you're doing. We're gonna see if this dog's willing to even swim to get to the game.
Yep.
Why
Because,
not?
like, I know at the
I
one
actually
spot.
like that more than fucking respectfully. And I'm always humble. I don't disrespect nothing that no one got going on, but I like that more than for like the Patterdales more than like pulling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not saying I don't like the pulling thing. I just like that more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to pulling, tug-of-war, anything of that sort, I feel like
Even
one way
that's a good
that.
workout though.
Yeah, and one way they accommodate that with the Patterdales is when they do go to ground and they grab game, how much can they really pull back? Can they pull back what their weight is, even with that Corey locked up in that hole? If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it makes perfect sense because I got a question now that you said that. Now
Yeah, go ahead.
you guys hunting groundhogs in the dirt. And you send your dog ground, you send your Patterdale in the ground, and it's in the dirt. It's 4 feet in the dirt, and it got a ground. It sees the groundhog, and now you guys digging it out. You got to the dog where you can see the dog. So you, of course, you start digging the dog out, get all the dirt off him. You clear that off. Now the dog got the groundhog say his face, but the groundhog's still in his little, in a little hole where obviously the Patterdale could get to him. But
Yeah.
they're face to face. Now, how many times have you been in a position where they're face to face? Your dog has the groundhog by hold, or even if they're not face to face, whatever. Your dog has is
Yeah.
holding the groundhog. How many times have you been there where like that dog, where your dog's able to pull it out, or you're able to even grab your dog by the tail or the back legs and pull it out while it's holding to where the groundhog comes with it? Because from what I've seen, some of these most of these groundhogs, unless they're a smaller one, they flare up and get so big or I don't know if they dig their arms into the fucking dirt or they just make themselves fat. But, and obviously
Yeah,
the groundhog, like, they're probably about
don't
the
be watching
groundhogs I'm
that
talking
shit.
about kind of big, but
Yeah.
these shits ain't moving.
Oh yeah. So
Like
you.
even if we grab them from like the back, like we had one groundhog and I had the tail. I had the tail. The dog had the
Am I
back
allowed
of
to
it.
eat one of
I
these?
pulled the dog off and grabbed the groundhog's tail and was trying to pull the groundhog out by its tail. And the whole fucking tail ripped off.
So you're asking basically how many times we run into that where they lock up like that?
Where they just lock up where it's like you gotta like dig the groundhog out more and fuck up its little hole to where it can't, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta like take care
So
of it there. Or
I,
how many
I
times have you pulled the dog out and it's like, you know what I mean? And the dogs got hold of the groundhog and it came out with it. You know what I
so I
mean?
would say for us it's pretty common for that a groundhog to lock up like that. There's been a couple scenarios, and when I say this, there's probably been a handful where, and this is where like our lurchers and our mouths come in handy because you got that hole opened up and you're looking at the head of the groundhog and he's kind of tucked up into that tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to just reach down there and grab him. I mean, Brad has, but he's a different breed and crazy. But that's where the big dogs come in handy because they can get down there and they can pull on it easier than those little dogs. But on the
When it
other
comes to
flip
the
side,
Patterdale, how many? And you're right. That's it. And you're right. Exactly. Them, because I've been in that position too, or been there with people where it's like, okay, even if it's another Patterdale, it's like, okay, you know what? Send the big Patterdale in where he could get in there
yeah.
and he might be able to pull it out. So as far as like Patterdales, how many times have you really been able to like, you know, like I said, grab the tail of the Patterdale or the back legs and pull it out, and the groundhog come with it?
We do it all the
Not very
time.
often.
I do it all the time.
Did you hear what he said though? It's not very often that we have a Patterdale do it, unless they're in the
Little
soft
sweet.
soil.
Sweet will do
Yeah,
it.
sweet will. She's pretty good about it.
How much does Sweet weigh?
She's 14 pounds, I
Yep.
think. Yeah, 14. But like our
And
little females, the Echo and Honey, it's hard to get them to do it. They're so little. Unless the
and
groundhog's their
something
size.
something like a 13, say if it's a 13-pound groundhog, fat boy, 14 pounds or whatever, and they they flare up in that hole. That dog you're talking about was you're able to
Yeah,
pull him out.
Sweet's pretty good about pulling them out, and she's 14 pounds. I'd say anything from 14 to 16. I mean, let's say 16 and under. She's pretty good about pulling them out. But now you
Yeah, so
start talking
maybe
about our little females that are 12 and 9. It's pretty tough. I
mhm.
mean, they try. They will go they'll go until they
Because
can't go no more. But
yeah,
it's hard for them to do it because of their size.
so I think so. I'm just doing the. So I think it depends, like maybe the terrain and stuff too. Because I'm
Yeah. So
talking about
like
even to where the dogs have a complete hold of the groundhog, and I'm pulling on the dog, and the shit ain't moving to the point where I feel like I'm about to rip the fucking dog's leg off
yeah, the only time we really run into that is when we get
because
to
the
the
shit ain't
clay.
moving.
The clay and the rocky soil is really hard to get them out. But like black soil and sand, we've got all kinds of freaking terrain here, like black soil
Okay,
and
so that's what
sand.
makes the difference.
Yeah,
That's what maybe makes the difference. Maybe makes, you know what I mean? I'm no expert,
no,
but
I get what you're saying. I agree with you.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm
But
not, and I'm not saying that's why I'm asking you guys because I know you guys been, uh, all on game, and I asked other people who've been on game, like obviously, like Babe,
yeah,
been doing it for years, but I know, like when I've seen some of these big groundhogs and they're in that dirt, and you try to pull them out, they're not fucking moving.
that's that. So we were hunting a farm, and
Like
here's
a
one
grown
scenario.
man's not pulling them out.
Here's a scenario that'll kind of help everybody understand what we're all getting at here.
Uh huh.
We were hunting a farm that had basically rocks, right?
Yep.
And it was sandy in some areas, but mainly rocks. And we end up digging to a
Dan was with
groundhog.
us on that one.
And what?
Dan was with us on that one.
Yeah, Dan was with us and his girlfriend. And so I don't, I think it was good. His termite dog got to it, right? And she got messed up. We pulled her out, and and this groundhog was only a foot deep. And we tried getting the Patterdales to pull it out. They didn't work. So we ended up getting Hunter and, did we
It
have
was just
Gria
Hunter
there?
to start with.
Yeah, didn't we have Gria there though too?
Yeah.
So Hunter ended up ripping its. I don't know how graphic I can get on here, but he ended up ripping the bottom jaw out of the thing, and that's why it was lodged in there, would not come out.
That was
So
some hard
so you
ground too.
are you saying when they because it broke the bottom jaw, it wouldn't come out?
No. What I'm saying is that this Brad's Hunter dog is 40 pounds, and he's sitting there like all our little dogs couldn't even pull this thing out, so we ended up putting Hunter on it, and
Mm-hmm.
he pulled on it, and he's a 40-pound dog, a foot down and with his head in the ground, right? And he's
Mm-hmm.
tugging on this thing so hard it did not move. Even after the dog tore his bottom jaw out, it was locked up in there, would not come out
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
So when
and
you
that's
say
what I'm
that they get
saying. Like,
locked in there, yeah,
yeah, they do. It's like I said, I was pulling the shit myself. I was pulling the shit by its tail,
bro, we
and the
literally
tail
stopped
came
pulling.
off. I ripped the whole tail. Like you know how you might kill a coon and you might cut the tail off.
Yeah,
The tail came off, like
yeah.
ripped off.
I've had that happen.
We quit pulling
And
on
I'm
the
like,
dog's
this shit's
legs
holding
because
on that tight where I'm a grown ass man and I can't pull this 14-pound fucking groundhog out the ground to the point where this shit's holding on to where I ripped it. It's like ripping a. That's crazy. To me, it was
yeah.
it was it was crazy at first because you know what I mean. Now it's like okay, it happens, but you know what I mean. It was like damn, this shit's really this little groundhog's really in the dirt. Shit's
Here's
strong.
another thing to kind of put in perception, or if
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that using that word right. So we dug a groundhog to my Yagu's 23 pounds. It was a big set. We thought it was a coon set, so we sent him in because he wanted to go in. He marked the hole, went in, whatever. Right. When we finally dug to the dog, this was in a big ass ditch. So like uh, a ditch with like an 8 foot drop off or whatever.
A drainage ditch.
Yeah, so we get in there, we dig to the dog, and we go to pull this dog out, and this groundhog is lodged in there so hard. Me and my brother thought we were going to pull my dog's legs off. Like that's how hard we were trying to pull.
But that dog
That's
has
what I'm
lockjaw.
saying.
That dog
No,
will hold on.
but that's what I'm saying. Like my dog, she'll hold on. But I was pulling her so hard one time. I'm like, yo, I'm about to rip my dog in half before this fucking groundhog loosens up.
We
Yeah.
won't pull on Honey and Echo because they're so small. If we pull too hard, I promise you something's coming apart.
That's what,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
Sin's only 10 pounds.
They will wedge themselves in there.
But she's, you know, she's
Dude,
in the she and her thing is where she breaks the bottom jaw. That's why when you said that, I
Simba.
asked. She breaks the bottom
Sit.
jaw, and then
Sit.
she, you know, to where they can't bite her back, and then she goes to work. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's like, yeah, it's like some of these groundhogs they're not budging.
This is
You know
the
what I
dog I'm
mean?
talking about. He's too big for groundhogs now, but when he was like 8 months old, we dug to him.
Yeah, he's the one you bring in. He's
We
the
use
one you
him
bring
for,
in when you have them like the problems we were just talking about. You know what I mean? That's the
Yep.
big boy you
All
bring
right,
in.
guys, I got to get off here. I got to get up in about 4.5 hours.
Yeah, man. All right. Who's that, Bradley? All right,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate having you on always. We're gonna
Thanks
get
for
together
having
and
me.
hunt soon. We'll get back on here soon. You know, keep hunting, keep taking care of your dogs. And
Yeah, we'll have to have you out
yeah,
sometime.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna definitely get out there. I'm gonna definitely get out there.
Sweet.
Sure.
All right, guys, have a good one.
You have a
See
good
ya.
one. And I don't know if I said this. This is you know, we do this. This is the live, but it's brought to you by and sponsored by LYL Dogs, PTCA, and New England Patterdale Terrier Club. So yeah, we do this all together, and we make these things happen. Talk about the Patterdale Terrier. Talk about events that the PTCA threw. Next week we'll be talking about an event that was hosted by Cut Up Kennels that I was there at. So yeah, this is what we do, man. Not every you know, every other Wednesday, sometimes every Wednesday, but you know things get busy. But it's the Patterdale Terrier world. We love it. Brandon, what was I gonna ask you? I think it was back on the coon question. Oh yeah. As far as the coons, you said you guys go and kick them out the trees.
Yeah.
Now when you do that, do you ever have the Patterdales with you, or you just do that with the other dogs?
So typically, anything that we have that's 20 pounds and up, we use for like the brush piles, and then if the coon go up in a tree, we'll climb the tree to our best ability and kick it out. And a lot of times they just shoot back in the brush pile, but sometimes the bigger dogs will catch them.
So
But
you only put stuff in the brush piles that are I said brush piles that are 20 pounds and up.
well, when I say that, I'm just talking like we got a 20-pound Patterdale. Her name's Dora. She's actually at
Mhm.
Jamie's now. And then my Yog that's 20 pounds. But like they go in the brush pile, but we use anything from sweet size, which is 14 and up for that. But typically, like if we're just gonna go out and kick coon out of trees instead of dig or use a tree dog, we usually typically take anything that we're not gonna dig to, so to speak. But brush piles, yeah, we use our Patterdales and stuff. The only problem that we run
Oh shit,
into,
I must be crazy because I send Sin up into brush pile. She's only 10 pounds, but shit,
yeah, no,
let's see
ours
what
go
happens.
in. We
Yeah,
take our 20-pound dogs and put them in the brush piles, but if we're just gonna go out at night and kick them out of the trees or something, we just usually take the bigger dogs, like the
yeah.
20
Night
pound
hunt's a
dog.
little different too.
But
Is there a good amount of coyotes where you're at?
yeah, but there's a lot, but we don't really typically run into them. The only time that we might get close to them, or they
Oh,
might move.
they're watching you guys.
Oh yeah, for
They
sure.
just see the dogs with you. So
We went out 2 weekends ago, and I was hunting at one of the hounds that or not 2 weekends ago. It was just last weekend, actually. I was running a hound for, I don't know if you know Miles. No, you probably don't know Miles. But anyway, dude named Miles I'm hunting a dog for, and we cut the dog loose, and she went in, struck, and started running track, and we noticed that noticed real quick that the coyotes are right by us. They were 20 yards standing inside the woods, and they were on the east side of us, and we had cut the dog on the west side into the timber. And so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them, but they typically don't really mess with our dogs.
No,
Like we don't.
Especially when you have the big dogs out. I mean, when we have our big dogs out, we hope we see a coyote. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's what the big dogs are for.
we don't see ours. Like if
No,
you,
they pretty much
you're either
they're gone most of the time. They're they're elusive.
Yeah, if you see one with where we're at, you're typically talking like you got a terrier running track, screaming its head off, or there's times we'll dig at night. Like we'll be taking a young dog with us just in case they do go to ground, got the collar on them and everything, and they go to ground. And we got our 20-pound. Like we'll tie him back on a hole. We'll tie our other Patterdale up on a hole, and then the big dogs are running around. But if the 20-pounders are screaming their heads off because we got a dog in the ground and they know something's down there and they hear the engagement, typically, yeah, them coyotes are going to move in. They're going to hear it. They're going to come investigate. But if we're there, light shining, and we're talking, they typically don't try nothing.
Yeah. No,
I've heard a lot of stories about guys treeing coon with hounds and cur dogs and stuff, and them coming in, but there is.
I mean, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, the coyote think they're gonna run away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're
If
gonna
we
see you
see
run
one,
away.
yeah, we're shooting at it. We don't care. We don't put up with them.
Nah, for sure, definitely.
I know the one property we ran into, there was a coyote den, and we had two of our collared up. Hey, quit. Two of our collared up Patterdales. The one went to go in. I grabbed that one, and the other one heard the commotion because I was running through the woods trying to get to it. Finally caught the dog, and the other one come and tried slipping in the hole too. So I'm trying to grab both of the dogs.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did. None of them entered, but it was a coyote den, and I don't think that would have turned into too good.
Nah,
it could have ended pretty bad. Like my mouth could have fit down the hole. That's how big it was.
I've seen coyote hole huge. And you look 10 yards over down a little hill, and there's deer spines and deer ribs. So those coyotes was living good. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm not going to say that it was active, but I wasn't going to throw that chance. I know some guys do it, or I've heard of guys doing it, but you won't catch me and my brother doing it.
I understand. But yeah, man, we've been on here for hour and 23 minutes. We recapped the Michigan event. And like I said, next week we'll be on here recapping the New York event. But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here, Brandon?
No, I think that's it. Other than we'll get with you guys, figure out the dates, and we'll make sure we blow this stuff up so we can get some more people to get involved.
For sure. But yeah, that being said, again, this is brought to you by Live Your Life Dogs, the PTCA, and the New England Patterdale Terrier Club. The New England, the East Coast chapter of the PTCA. But yeah, we do this. We talk live about the Patterdale. So tune in, share, tell a friend, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, again, Brandon, appreciate you. Thanks for coming on here. And
thanks for having me.
we'll get on here again sooner or later and talk more shit. But talk more Patterdale talk.
Yep.
Yeah, and everyone in the chat, appreciate y'all for coming through, talking, And till next time, everyone have a good night.
You too. See you.
Have a good night, man.